I'm Ross from Community Printers, and it's pretty fun to be doing this game. Ever since 1977. First job out of college working at a co-op, probably be the job that I retired from. Community Printers really has a lefty tradition. A highlight for me at Community Printers was in 2008 when the economy tanked and we could have made a decision to lay people off, and instead we made a decision to cut our own wages and keep everybody intact. Meanwhile, we were watching businesses around us close and looking at us and thinking, wow, I'm really proud of where I work. In packaging, and then I think also in games, it's a long development process. This sort of project doesn't happen particularly quickly, but when it happens, it's like this really impressive project. Typically in the box, you have maybe a box and a tray, but here you've got a box and you've got a tray and you've got the board and you've got the playing cards, and all of these components need to nest nicely together and they all need to work well together. So separate from the issue of like how you play the game, there's all this stuff of how you make all those pieces work, and it's just really exciting. The ability to work closely with a designer and go back and forth between content and intent and structure. I mean, I think we probably did 8 or 10 cycles of variants of different sizes until we came up with just the right mix of things that was cost effective, was strong and durable, was efficient, and made the gameplay work. In any manufacturing process, you want to try to figure out the most efficient and most productive way to run things. So one of the things key to this was to try to figure out how to do the minimum number of press sheets and how to do that and still create a game that's the right size and works. So we went back and forth a lot about how many tokens you had, how big the board needed to be, how the player cards work in it, and then we would take that information and play around and show a comp. And with the idea being, okay, we're not only trying to figure out how to make a great game, but how are we going to make a game we're going to be able to keep affordable? And so that back and forth creative process, I think, was pretty successful. It's a pretty intricate metal die to deal with so many different tiny components, and all those tiny components, the art has to line up front and back. And so that was probably one of the more challenging things. Those huge numbers of our clients are community organizations, nonprofits, many of which are environmental organizations. Long before anybody even thought about using recycled paper, we were actively seeking it out, finding it all the way across the country, bringing it in special just so we could use it. Most print shops are using vegetable-based inks because it turned out that they're better inks than the petrochemical-based inks. But I'm proud of the fact that we consistently have pioneered each of those things and built the business around sustainability. One of the things that I'm proudest about Community Printers is this culture that we have that says that we have to constantly innovate, we have to constantly reinvent, we have to constantly teach ourselves new things. Doing the game wasn't just about producing the product, it was really about learning about the kinds of things that we need to know to be successful in this new market. In some ways, I think that is probably the challenge in the game, right? How do you figure out how to save resources? How do you figure out how to use resources successfully and in the end accomplish the goals that you set out for yourself? Thinking maybe the game will be kind of a little bit of a mirror of the game that we've been doing. I'm looking forward to actually getting a chance to play the game and experience it in a whole different way.